the Roustabout.
Hey, this is Jason Rouse. I'm out here, out. I've been hanging out with Canadians all week, so my oots and the boots are at a 10. And here in Austin, Texas, on a hot, sunny afternoon, and I've got some shows coming up. I'm at the Velveeta Room this weekend here in Austin, Texas for 3 shows. And then I'm off to Los Angeles. Well, I'll be performing at the world-famous Comedy Store on December 10th, and there's other dates for that. Go to jasonrouse.com. And I got a guest on the show. Not oddly enough, it's strange that there's hey ladies. Told you I wasn't. On the show today, Brendan Greenwood.
Yeah. Right.
All the way from Hamilton, Ontario, and welcome to the Roustabout.
Roustabout, I like it.
Yeah, it's a Roustabout, but we're gonna take a little walk down. What street is this? First Street, which is has a Kensington Market feel.
Yeah, like everything's got like kind of color to it, right? Everything's
Yeah, totally.
Everything's pretty cool.
It's got a lot of it's actually where the JRE sign was made by this guy. He's got some really cool giant cock up there. I don't know if you see the big cock.
Oh, I've seen bigger cocks.
Bigger cocks? Yeah, we were out with Charles, so I tripped over his dick like 3 times. It's black. So welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having me. This is awesome. It's cool to meet a fellow Canadian, just
Hamiltonian.
Hamiltonian, even, yeah. Just in the comedy capital of the world. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's the opposite of our hometown.
It's, yeah, even like on paper it looks pretty similar, but it's nothing compared. Like, it makes you feel like, I mean, it is a shithole, but Hamilton's even more of a shithole now when you compare to this place.
Yeah, there's really nowhere to go.
In Hamilton?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's and yet there's people who they're there, their whole fucking careers are just Hamilton.
It's not really a career, it's
yeah.
purgatory. They keep showing up, I don't know, but again, this place is 100 years from that.
Yeah. Even the regular open micers, people who haven't been doing it very long, like they're
ambitious
leagues ahead. Yeah, they're ambitious. They know where they're going. They don't want to just be in one spot.
Yeah.
Like, it really motivates you to want to do more, you know?
How long did it take you to realize, even with the limited time that you've been doing stand-up comedy, less than a year?
Yeah, it started in February.
Even with your limited experience and being here in Austin, when did you have the revelation that you are better than 80% of the guys here?
Here, like, in Austin?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
You don't have to be nice.
Okay, all right, second mic.
Yeah, right? And you're
Second
looking around
mic.
going, I could run some shit down here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's in our blood.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that, from coming from Canada, you feel you gotta prove yourself a little more, but I came here thinking I was gonna be up against a lot of competition.
Following Shane Gillis every night or something.
Yeah, and no, fuck, like, it's crazy to go up to an open mic and people are impressed that you're telling jokes.
Yes, and that's probably something you realize is that the Canadians, pound for pound, have more material, opposed to sliding in on their personality with stories of the day.
Just kind of chatting, like I get that's for some people, but that's not gonna make you huge.
No.
Unless you're Matt Rife, I guess.
Matt Rife has been a comic for fucking 17 years.
Yeah, it actually kind of pisses me off when people say that he didn't work at it, because he's been grinding, and just because he blew up quick doesn't mean he hasn't been putting in the work.
But he didn't blow up quick. That guy's been on TV for 10. Anyway, look, I saw Matt in Denmark.
Okay.
It's been a friend of mine for a minute, you know.
Okay.
We worked at the Laugh Factory quite a bit. There's one of those corgis with one of those dogs with no knees.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they're always
fat asses.
Yeah. Sorry, I got squirrels in my head today. But yeah, haters.
Yeah. Haters that aren't at his level.
Yeah.
They're not putting in the work. And so
he's one of the biggest comics in the planet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He just sold out Madison Square Garden, didn't he?
He'll do that every year for the rest of his life.
100%.
Yeah. And back to seeing his show in Denmark. Awesome.
Really?
It was great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound surprised. Obviously, it was great.
Look, I went in to be entertained, put my feet up and watch the show as a patron.
Okay.
And it was fucking killer. Like, honestly, I was like, wow, he is not pandering to the audience whatsoever. He had about 20 minutes on trans that most people would have backed out of. And
But
not
he
because
doubled down?
Yeah, he doubled down, tripled down. It was great. I was watching it. I was like, oh, he's putting more weight on it.
That's what you got to do. People aren't like, if you know it's good stuff and people aren't going for it, you just got to give them more of it.
And you find your audience, you know.
Yeah.
I either do very well or very poorly.
That I don't know.
You've seen me bomb
I've
brutally.
seen you bomb, and I've also seen you bring a house down.
Yeah. The indifference is the least of my pursuits. Is in the middle. I don't want. He was okay.
Yeah,
I want trauma.
Yeah, no. In the middle is death.
Yeah.
Like that means you're going nowhere.
So you say you start comedy in February. What was happening in your life the 6 months leading up to that decision?
Okay, so probably get a little sentimental here, but this is actually what happened.
Cancer.
Not me.
I knew it.
Not me.
Ooh, cancer.
My mom had a bit of a scare. She's fine now. It's all good. But at the time, I remember sitting there and it was kind of processing it, and it actually popped in my head. I was like, she's never gonna see me on stage. And then a minute later, I had the thought, I didn't know I wanted her to see me on stage. And it, like, nothing in my life has ever felt more me than
your mother's love.
My mother's love and my inner conscious telling me, like, this is what you gotta do without me even thinking about it, you know?
Isn't that wild to go, look, why can't we do this every 6 months, universe?
Yeah.
Drop me a fucking note.
Yeah,
and I'll
just
go through
wake
the
me
door.
up.
Yeah.
Don't follow through with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was, honestly, it was terrifying and eye-opening, and I wouldn't change it. Like, I'm so glad it happened.
I'm surprised that didn't happen. Did your mother have cancer over COVID?
No.
No, okay.
No.
So, cancer is worse than COVID.
Yeah, 100%.
Because as you've seen, and what we mentioned earlier was that when you got here, that second open mic, all those kids got into comedy during COVID.
During COVID, because they had nothing else to do, and they've been seeing the crowd work online, and I can do that.
Yeah. Podcasting, you got comedians in your ear while there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be here without my skateboard. I like that. That was a big influence in my comedy career.
Beasley? Okay.
I spent most of my youth at that park skateboarding, and the people that were attracted to that in the 80s and 90s were all...
Oh, yeah. I could see them liking your shows.
That's why all those guys, they don't come to my shows because they saw it all in the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah, plus they get, like, uncut routes back at the skate park, right?
Uncut, circumcised routes. So February rolls around. Were you a fan of comedy? Did you have a favorite comic?
Always been a fan of comedy. I very, like, Louis C.K. has always been, watching the day it comes out.
Don't ask him for a picture. He doesn't take pictures.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, not personally.
Okay.
It's just he doesn't do it.
That's cool.
Where Russell will take a picture with a cat.
Yeah, well, he's...
Peters.
Yeah.
He's always open. You know, I opened for him in Ottawa, and we signed. I was like, he goes, sit down here. We're going to do autographs.
Yeah,
I'm like, they don't know.
You were just happy to sit next to him.
I'm like, no. I go, I was annoying to this night for them. But I sat there for 2.5 hours. This is 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Now they can't even do them. They had autograph signings that were twice as long as the show.
Wow. I mean, yeah, he was with you. This was in Ottawa, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was
at the Arts
huge
Center
in Canada.
Yeah.
He's like a national treasure.
Speaking of Hamilton, kind of Yeah.
Yeah.
Yuck Yucks used to be in the basement of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I did. Things had gotten to a very volatile, toxic level in Hamilton. Probably because where I came out of an all-boys vocational school. I went to Parkview. I don't know.
That explains. That's
you know?
how this happened. Oh yeah.
Okay. A lot of people go, "Where's that?" And they go, "By Scott Park." Well, where Scott Park used to be.
Yeah.
And they're like, "I never heard of that school. You grew up in the city?" The same response I got with, "There's a comedy club in this town?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been here for 28 years.
You probably drive by it every day of your life. Yeah, it's a weird spot. Like there's a lot of comedy going on, but no one's really coming together to watch it, you know?
No, because no one's building their media. Like I said, talking down to Hamilton quite a bit, but at the same time, those are the same. You have the same opportunities that I do. Regardless of my experience,
Right.
I could be opening up for your fucking ass.
One day. One day. We'll see.
One day. You'd have to be really good. You saw what happened last night. The kid knew he was going after me, so he got blackout drunk so he wouldn't feel anything.
Yeah.
So Louis was your favorite.
I like Louis, a lot of British influence.
Ooh, good.
Bit out there, but Eddie Izzard actually.
I saw him in Toronto, the Dress to Kill tour.
One of my favorite albums, Dress to Kill.
I was there. Rest his soul, my good friend Alan Park.
Oh yeah.
And I went there, and I was, first of all, it was a 2.5 hour show with 2 breaks.
Just because I feel like half of it's just him riffing, you know? Like he just goes and he's effortlessly funny.
Well, he's put out specials in French and German, I think.
Yeah.
Bilingual. Segura did one in Spanish. I think Felipe did one in Spanish.
Okay.
Tom's mother's Peruvian, so his Spanish is
It's pretty good, yeah. He
excellent.
jokes. Yeah.
My favorite comic, it was Jim Carrey. That was the whole catalyst for all of it. I was such a fan of his, and the fact that he was from Aldershot
really shows that like nothing's holding you back. Like you can be from anywhere. You don't need the opportunities. You can do it. Nothing's stopping you.
Homeless, working in a factory, out of school to help support his family, to Mount Rushmore of comic talents. Whores. So there was no artists in my family. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I'd watched Jim Carrey's Annie biography. 100. I get up every morning. It was my Tony Robbins.
Oh yeah, it was.
I get up, I'd watch Jim's biography, and I'd look how it worked. I'm like, okay, get on stage. Get on stage as much as you can.
Yeah.
Work on your material. Develop an act.
Develop like a persona on stage because that's huge, right?
Find your authenticity.
Yeah.
And then I went on stage. I literally remember this clearly. You know the curtains at the mothership?
Yeah.
Well, the Vancouver Yuck Yucks had the same thing.
Okay.
And I remember it was like, you know when they do those baptisms and they dunk the person in the river and then they're holy now?
Okay.
I felt like I walked through a waterfall of piss into clarity for the first time in my life. Yeah, that was it.
There's no turning back. That feeling where you do it and you know, like, I have to do this.
Yeah.
There's no, I want to do this, this is fun. It's, I have to do this.
And look, you see guys like Ron White.
Yeah.
Old school, but new school.
Right, keeping up, but still maintaining.
Keeping up.
Oh, he's killing.
He's not, I know, I said that a little grandiose, but people are trying to get to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you get here, you've been here for a week?
Yeah.
And
8 days, but yeah.
8 days, and you've signed up twice for Kill Tony.
No, once so far, tomorrow, The second time.
Okay, now you've seen the show numerous times. It's probably half the reason you're here.
Yes, that is.
And some
probably-
curiosities. And
and to see kind of like a different area where people are actually taking shit seriously.
it's happening.
Yeah.
What was your when you see that Kill Tony line outside the club of all those comedians living in their cars from all over the country, and you look around and go, "What's that smell?" it's the contestants. You got 300 people signing up.
100 of them are just fucking absolutely off their rocker.
250 of them are nuts.
Yeah. Like they want a platform to just say whatever shit they want. Mm-hmm. Oh, I think my favorite part, they come in and they just yell, if you don't have jokes, if you're not a comedian, get the fuck out.
Oh, they do that now?
They do that now.
Oh, good.
No one gets out, and you know that half of them don't have jokes, but it's, because they know these people are just fucking crazy.
They've polluted the process.
Yeah.
With mental illness, but that's the thing. There's no union here. There's no human resources. You literally can go off, kill on that show, and then end up in a career.
Yeah. And I've never done a minute of stand-up before that.
No. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. The line, I'm not gonna, maybe it's embarrassing, maybe it's impressive, but I was first in line, so I didn't see a lot of the rest of them. I was fucking there. I don't know if it changes anything, but I knew
first
I wanted.
In line, what do you mean?
For poor choices, to sign up.
Oh.
Like, I didn't have to wait with the crazies. I knew that's what I wanted to do, so I'm there first.
Why wouldn't you? Yeah. And so you'll see the episode when you get home that you weren't on.
Yeah.
And you get to look at it and go, what the fuck?
Who the fuck are these people pulled?
Nuts.
Yeah.
All crazies.
Well, one of the guys pulled, I'm not going to say who, saw him on a mic literally a couple hours before on that day.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think he's ever told a joke in his life. He sees doing open mics, but I guess he doesn't know what comedy is. Yeah.
Dog shit, by the way. Whataburger?
Oh, haven't had it yet.
Awful. But that Sandy's next door, excellent.
Okay. Someone was telling me that Sandy's has a 99-year lease, like an Austin institution that will never go away.
That's great. I think that's what keeps a lot of the character intact in this city, is that they've got long-term real estate deals with the city to keep some of this kind of cool shit.
The local shit, you're not just flipping it to put in another chain.
Totally. It's so nice. Super nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, you and your girlfriend living here isn't a bad life.
No. No, I mean, it's crazy-wise, it's a little better than Hamilton.
Yeah.
But so many more opportunities. Like, it's not freezing fucking cold all the time.
Winter's 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're here in November, and I'm sweating my tits off.
We might get a sunburn out of this.
Yeah.
Do you notice the thing has a
Texas accent? Wait to cross South First and Marcus Way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Terry Black's is down there. I can't wait in line for that. There's enough.
I've heard it's
5-star.
Overrated, isn't it, a little bit?
It's overpriced.
Okay.
But when somebody blows up your spot on social media, as soon as Joe came to town, that place would have. It had lineups, but then they quadrupled.
Yeah.
It's the. There's no other place that people associate barbecue in Texas with other than Terry Black's.
Terry Black's is a place that if you're not from Texas, you know about
it.
But I've heard good spots like Interstellar is apparently great.
J&L over at the Buzz Mill. They got a fucking food truck there and the barbecue.
Okay.
Again, if you get your food off the truck, what do you give a shit if you're sitting on a picnic table?
No.
Terry Black's, you got to sit down, you got to get seated. You're paying for the selfie
service, the atmosphere, all that shit. Yeah, no. Plus, barbecue's meant to be eaten off a picnic table,
Yeah.
It's bring people together outside, just have some smoked meat.
Hey, have you had barbecue since you've been here?
Oh fuck, I've had so much barbecue.
Oh yeah, if you're a meat guy.
Yeah. Yes, we did Stubbs, we did Interstellar, We did a Barres.
Okay.
Small little place in a strip mall, but
Uh-huh.
like they got a massive smoker in the back. Unreal.
Yeah.
Like better than anything you're gonna get back home, even if they're really trying. And this is just in a little strip mall.
And even with the exchange rate, you can see the quality and quantity of the food.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You're kind of like, I'm a little on the red for this, but as far as quality goes, I'm above the line.
Yeah, it's worth it. 100%.
I lived here for a month, one of these buildings.
When you were first coming down here?
In between my apartments. So I was living over on Riverside, over by the Buzz Mill.
Oh yeah.
And then I had this baller spot. It was out of control. Pools and shit. Gym and but it was too much. I'm figuring, I'm like, I'm only here 6 months out of a year. And my rent is about $4,000. It's kind of counterproductive. So I
fucking crazy,
downsized.
especially doing comedy. That's
Yeah. No, it was,
Yeah, it's hard.
but I really enjoyed Fentanyl Kills. Only lesbians, apparently. Is it a lady or a man? And what
well,
this?
it's Austin. It could be both.
Cameron, 19.
Ah.
Yeah, don't do fentanyl. I've been fentanyl free since '93.
Been fentanyl free for half an hour.
I always thought that building would have been a good club.
Upper decks.
This restaurant across the bottom here.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm one thing I love about Austin is just the little spots that you don't even know are clubs. You just go in like, fuck, this is bigger than most things in Hamilton.
Yeah.
And it's in the like basement of a like just a burger place.
Yeah. Yeah, I think because a lot of the old architecture's intact, they've got these deep back rooms that have been used for hundreds of different things.
Yeah.
Do you ever see the lawyer's bus, the guy with dreadlocks, and it says rock and roll lawyer?
No.
It's hilarious.
I would definitely hire
I
that
thought it was
guy.
a joke. White guy with dreads working on your murder case. Do you mind holding this for 1 second?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, this weather's great.
Oh, gorgeous.
So great. I have one of my dart skis.
Taking a rip there, bud.
And we are back. So, this has been a good trip.
Yeah. No, it's really motivated, kind of like opened my eyes to see like where I want to take things, where I
Yeah.
want to go, how quickly I want to do it. You know, like people say it takes like years to get into another scene, where this place shows you that's not true. That's just those people don't have that ambition.
Yeah, those people are. That business model is 20 years old.
Yeah. Before the internet,
Yeah.
right, where you had to do that. Now
Yeah.
you can just go.
Yeah. You got a passport and an act, you can go anywhere they understand you.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, sometimes they don't even have to understand you.
That's where the shadow puppets come in.
I did notice you had a puppet in your apartment.
Yeah, I got puppets.
Did you use them in your act?
No, but I'm working on a web series with them
Okay.
about a garbage can behind an abortion clinic gets hit by lightning and brings it to life. So, and the puppets are been brought to life through a kind of Frankenstein scenario, and they have to live in Austin and survive.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's something I'm gonna do early next year.
Okay.
It's kind of like Muppets, but they're puppets that live in the city and interact with people. What the hell, an old Corvette? That's sick. That guy's divorced.
With a hat like that? Nah, I bet he's a lady killer. Was it hard to kind of learn how to work the puppets or anything?
No, it's simple. The one is just a hand up the ass with 2 flipper arms.
Okay, so you're used to that.
Tell me about it. And the other one is a just a felt one with a coat hanger on its wrist, so you can move the hand.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there's a skill to it. I haven't gotten really good at it, but I'm working on it. I do a lot of stuff with some green screens and stuff.
Cool.
So they can go on adventures.
Nice.
I'm not sure what I'm going to call them though. But yes,
The fuckets.
children's alcoholic fathers driving a car, screaming at his son, rips his stuffed animal from his hands and throws it, and it lands in a garbage can behind the abortion clinic. And then there's a storm, and the garbage can is hit by lightning, and the puppet and the abortion come to life and become pals.
Oh, they're 2 separate. I thought you were saying they come together and like create one, so they're like 2 separate friends.
Yeah, they're friends.
Oh, I love it.
But they've been brought to life by the same.
The same lightning, yeah. Only Jim Henson were alive.
That was a big thing for me as a kid, was the Muppet Show. I love the Muppets.
Yeah, honestly, they people see it as a kids show, but with the big comedians and celebrities they had on there,
Yeah.
they had like
Alice Cooper.
Alex Cooper was one of the
Yeah.
hosts, and they had more jokes for adults than they did kids.
Yeah.
The kids just didn't know about it.
It's kind of what they did with Shrek,
Yeah, kind of.
where adults and kids alike could come together and watch it. Not like Dora the Explorer, where you want to hang yourself.
Yeah. But no, those little the little hidden jokes that only the parents get,
Yeah.
and then as you get older, it actually gets funnier to keep watching it.
Yeah, have you looked in your ancestry visa?
I have, yeah. I haven't started the process yet,
Yeah.
but
Go over to England for 5 years.
that's the plan. I would love to
Yeah.
make a name for myself in England. I love the kind of the environment of comedy over there. Like the idea where I feel like a lot of comics there aren't just stand-ups. Like they're kind of just funny people, and they kind of have their fingers in everything, you know?
Yeah, they all look like they were in a British sitcom,
Absolutely.
and they just happen to be great stand-up comics at the
Right.
same time.
Yeah,
Not
I
a
love
good-looking
that.
group of people,
Well,
but hilarious.
yeah.
No, I loved it there. I loved it. I had a great time. The community, the comics. I lived with 4 comics, and then there'd be like 3 of them comics sleeping in the living room. We just had like a bus station. It was great. Tourists. This is a huge property. Speaking of 100-year leases, this is probably longer.
This is where they filmed The Ringer, isn't it? With Johnny Knoxville?
At the School of Death?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they the campus that they had them on when they were doing the Olympics. I'm pretty sure they actually filmed it
Okay.
here in Austin.
And you got like these modern buildings. A Birkenstock store. You ridden those?
Yeah, actually, they're fun as fuck.
I've never been on one.
Really?
I can't.
Just don't trust it?
It's just a matter of like, move your legs, fatso.
Well, yeah. I love going through for a walk and everything. I've really only ridden them when I had to get from one set to another set here, and I had 10 minutes, and it was 20 minutes away.
Right, yeah.
Hop on a scooter.
That's smart, yeah. Yeah. More efficient and quicker than a taxi.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going home to fucking snow.
I got a picture today. There's about
Fuck.
yesterday there was about an inch of snow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You got a spot on your couch. I'd love to just stay.
Right? Why don't you extend your trip? Do you have the financial freedom to?
I could for a little bit, but it's probably more worth it for me to plan another trip
Yeah.
now that I've gotten to meet
course.
people and arrange stuff when I come back.
And you come back for 3 weeks.
Yeah, and come back with a vengeance now that
Yeah.
I met people, you know?
Yeah, now you know what you got to set of stuff to go work on when you get home.
Yeah.
To bring it back, and like you said, by the second mic, you knew like, fuck, these guys are not so good.
Yeah. And they're all just taking up spots on shows, which is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. For every good comic, there's 50 terrible comics.
Here in Austin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no way.
Some of the guys, they've been telling me they've been doing it for like 8-9 years here.
I know. Bombing.
And absolutely bombing, and they love it somehow.
I don't understand it. How can you not?
Like, I get everyone bombs, like we've all bombed, and you learn from it, or maybe you were just having fun. I actually did Abe's Smoke Shop the other day. That was a cool show, and the whole premise was you did your set, but as another famous comedian. So you pick a name.
Okay. In the style of?
Yeah, so I got Bill Burr.
Everything's a fucking game show in this town.
It's weird. That's why people aren't working on material, because they're just doing game shows.
Yeah.
But I started bombing, and I'm like, fuck it. If I'm gonna bomb, I'm gonna enjoy it.
How was your Bill Burr impression?
That's pretty good. It's Bill Burr. I think it's not bad.
Yeah. He's great. Savage. I remember seeing him going at the Comedy Store at the end of a long show, and there was people like text messaging and on their phones. He's like, what are you doing? Do you know that this stage has had some of the most amazing comedians on here? You've seen $1 million worth of comedy, and you're on your fucking phone in the front.
That's how you know a professional comic, when they're not just taking themselves seriously. They take the whole industry seriously, and they fucking get mad at the people that don't.
I do like the locked up phones.
Yeah, everyone complains about that. I totally get that. People's comics jokes, that's their moneymaker, and if you're just gonna take videos of it and post it.
And not only that, but take a clip from something that out of context
get someone in trouble. Yeah. Or also just like
Boston Stone. That's that Delta 8 weed.
It's not weed, just shit.
No, it's garbage.
That's the one thing I'll say Canada's got going for it. We have the best weed in the world.
Yeah.
I don't know, I haven't been to Amsterdam. How's the weed in Amsterdam?
It's great, but again, Canada, since it's all legalized now, why leave the Olympics? How many entire countries are that marijuana friendly?
Yeah. Yeah, it's shit here. I had to smoke like 4 times the amount just to feel something.
I got a guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Keep forgetting it's Sunday today. All the tourists. Look at this guy with a cowboy hat. Looking for kids on the internet. The girls here are not very attractive.
The ones that come in, like, you see a lot of tourists, but they're all just, fucking
Slobs.
sluts and slobs.
Sluts and slobs. That's the name of your first album.
That's my comedy
The
special.
guy's got an ass like a wet piece of cardboard.
Shit his pants.
Where have you performed?
Here?
Yeah.
Got up on the open mic Creek and Cave. That was pretty, like that a lot. Did the Abe Smoke Shop. Did, where'd I go? I actually drove to San Antonio on Friday.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, did Blind Tiger.
Yeah.
That's a weird fucking spot.
Is that big room? It's really cavernous.
No, it's a small little thing in a basement of, honestly, it felt like a goddamn fever dream. So you get there, and it's this place called the Magic Time Machine Saloon. And it's fucking nuts. There's like people playing arcade games in the back, there's face painting going on, but then you go downstairs and there's an actual comedy club. I'm like, oh, okay, sure.
Nice.
And no, that was a really cool show, so I did that. A lot of open mics like Sandjack, Sunset Strip open mic, that was fun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And they're all walking distance. That's the great.
That's all within. We're staying above Gold's Gym right on 6th, so we're like 10 minutes from everything.
Yeah. I do love that part of it, especially as somebody who doesn't drive.
Yeah.
This is what downtown Hamilton used to look like.
Like lively and
Yeah,
people actually out.
Yeah. Now it's a fuck. Downtown is terrifying.
Yeah, it's terrifying. You got like the terrifying downtown and then the gentrified as fuck neighborhoods where people think they're just in Toronto.
Yeah.
Never walk by live music on a Sunday afternoon in Hamilton anymore.
No.
Awesome. Pair of cowboy boots when you moved to Austin?
No. I can't do that. I look like Woody from Toy Story.
There's a snake in my ass.
Now I like it. You know, my father, look at no guns allowed. Wore cowboy boots.
Okay.
But
he's also from Hamilton?
From New Brunswick.
Okay.
Just outside of Moncton.
That makes more sense as why he's wearing cowboy boots.
Yeah. Yeah, they think that's their good shoes.
Sunday best.
But yeah, this place is like the premier
It's like
boot
to go
shop.
in Austin.
Yeah, it smells great in there too. So what's the plan when you get back? Just keep doing the shows? Are you going to Toronto and doing spots, or?
Yeah, I actually have a show. I got a show in Hamilton on Thursday, show in Toronto on Friday, show in Washago on Sunday, which hour 45 drive. It's in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, but those are the best spots I find, right? Because people, they
more
want comedy.
appreciative,
Yeah. So I got that. Basically, I've got December kind of booked up, but
Cool.
probably planning on doing another trip January, February.
You've been outside of Ontario at all, or?
Did Montreal.
Okay.
Yeah.
What club did you do in Montreal?
I didn't do any clubs because this was back when I was real fresh.
Yeah.
So open mics, whatever I could find. We were only there for a weekend.
Yeah.
But I found it like a good, kind of like here where you come, you kind of learn the scene, you meet people, and then you plan a trip. to come
Three
back.
trips. First one, introduction. Second one, get the lay of the land. And then the third one's business.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's it's definitely on the future planning list.
So this is South Congress
Okay.
on a beautiful Sunday.
This is a cool area, actually. Like.
Yeah, I really kind of lucked out. I was closer, but I can come out of my house and the grocery store and the restaurants are all here.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
You don't have those pile of crazies right outside 6th,
Yeah.
just standing there with the security. Hey, what's with the security? The security guards just there because of them? Because they don't seem to be guarding anything.
What security guards?
I've noticed on 6th, they're not cops. They're like security.
Yeah.
They're just there watching the
I think
homeless?
those are just the people that work with the bar.
Okay.
So they're probably in a security shit, and they're armed usually.
Yeah. Actually saw one with an assault rifle like the second day I was here.
Yeah.
Which is crazy coming from Canada because no one has any guns and now everyone's carrying 2.
Oh yeah. The guy I ride BMX with, I'm out riding around with him, he pulls up his shirt and he goes, "Can you hold on to these for a second?" He pulls out 2 pistols.
Oh, excuse me.
Perfect. I almost pushed that guy into a fucking truck. What a cunt. Yeah.
Yeah, the guns, like it's crazy going to like an actual comedy club here and the first thing you see is a sign saying,
Yeah. Leave your pistols at home.
no unpermitted guns allowed. So permitted, fine, bring them in. Fuck.
You got your website up? You got all your
No, working on it.
accounts, yeah.
I've now that I've started getting busier, I've started like doing the like the link tree and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Haven't done the website yet. Just I don't know. I feel like I want to have another kind of another avenue of my comedy, just to offer multiple things on the website.
Websites for your tour dates.
Okay.
That's really it. You can do all the plugins and put your content on there, but it's one-stop shopping for ticket links.
Okay. That was a bit of a
And because of that, people are more likely to check out your other content. And, well, there's the other sign. All of it. Twitter. X.
yeah.
Snapchat. TikTok.
OnlyFans. OnlyFans does comedy now.
Yeah. Yeah, they produce it. I think
Mind-blowing.
they did, what's her name special? Fuck, I always forget her name.
Is it Whitney Cummings?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that they did the roast of Burt Kreischer
Yeah.
on OnlyFans. And I thought that was a joke at first.
I think it's the only place that you can put
Uncensored uncut
content
jokes these days,
stuff. Yeah.
Which is crazy because you used to get like really good, I don't know how much was censored, but back in the Comedy Central days, it didn't seem like the roasts were holding back.
I'm sure there was some edits and conversations.
Especially with Tony Hinchcliffe being one of the writers for most of those roasts, I'm sure a lot of jokes were turned down.
Yeah, I was writing for Harvey Weinstein's roast. Russell Peters was going to be one of the roasters, and he asked me to write some jokes for him. And then literally a month later, it all went down.
It came out?
Yeah.
Fuck, that would have been good.
Oh, it would have been great.
You remember any of your roast jokes for him?
Something about rape. I can't remember. Yeah, man. So where can people find you? On Instagram?
Find me on Instagram at B Greenwood, B-E Greenwood. Find me Hamilton. Trying to branch out more with, I guess, social media.
Yeah.
But I want to develop a lot of material before I, like, you know,
Yeah,
really
you gotta
put it
have
out
something
there.
to show.
I gotta have something to show. I don't want to be one of those guys that focuses on attention and I got nothing to offer.
Yeah. No, you want to anchor yourself to being a stand-up.
Yeah.
And the other things that come with that. But if you work reverse osmosis, you're just going to have really cool, shiny things that no one gives a shit about.
Exactly, yeah. And I know too many of those people that I'm like, I don't want to get to that level without anything to show for it.
Yeah. No, it's cool. You got into it at an exciting time, you know.
Yeah, it's blowing up.
Yeah.
Like Kill Tony really like making people's careers.
Yeah. Look at Aaron Belial and Jared Nathan.
Yeah, both cool dudes. I actually opened for Aaron back a couple months ago.
Oh, no, in Hamilton?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and then I've done a couple shows with Martin Phillips, and they like.
Martin's a sweetheart.
He's
He's a lovely man.
He is one of the nicest comics I've ever met.
One of the nicest human beings you've ever met.
Yeah, and we're sitting in Mitzi's.
So sweet.
Sitting in Mitzi's last Monday.
I don't know about this. You guys are getting a little crazy.
And he's just there
Love 'em.
sipping his water, and everyone else, like, Uncle Laser's doing coke in the side.